To be a part of the show, drop us a message or two. Just send a text to 090-001-005. We'll come through. Or leave a comment on our Facebook page. With Today in 19 Minutes, you will be the sage. Today in 19 Minutes, the Current Affairs Show. Join us every weekday from 7 to 8:30. We know we bring the latest news and analysis too. Just tune in to Hands of Hope Radio 100.5 FM. The woman, the radio is the thing to do.
It's early in the morning, but we are feeling just fine. Today in 90 minutes, get us all in line. News, views, and entertainment galore. Tune in to Hands of Hope Radio 100.5 FM. It's never a bore.
Today in 19 minutes, the current
Us all in line.
Of
News,
Recurrent
views, and entertainment
to
galore.
90 minutes
Tune
where
in
we
to
bring
Hands
you
of Hope
in-depth
Radio
analysis,
100.5
conversations,
FM.
the
It's
latest
never a bore.
happenings because
Today in 19
you
minutes,
can also get us live on
show.
Facebook
Join us every week
Radio
from 7 to
100.5 FM, the Woman
We bring the
Radio,
latest news
and also on
analysis
our
too.
YouTube channel,
Just tune in
Hands of
to
Hope Radio.
Hands of Hope
I'm your
Radio
host for today's episode,
100.5
Erica Bangura.
It's
Our
the thing to do.
inspiration, of course, for
Issues
today
from
is
all
from
across
Galileo
the land.
Galilei, and it
Team of
says,
experts
you cannot
provides views
teach a man
also
anything.
grand.
You
From
can only
politics to
help him
sports and
discover
everything
it
in
within
between. You
himself.
won't miss a
In
thing
today's
when you
edition of the
listen to
program,
us.
Today 90
It's
Minutes,
clear
Life
and
Success
key.
Information
Today in
Commission
19 minutes, the
empowers
current
government
affairs show. Join
agencies
us
with
every weekday from
record
7 to
management training.
8:30. We know
And
we bring
Christian
the
Blind
latest
Mission
news
and
and
partners
analysis
foster
too.
inclusion
Just
in
tune
Sierra
in to
Leone's
Hands of
community
Hope Radio
development.
100.5
And in today's edition of our program,
to do.
the
So be a
program is
part of the
dedicated
show.
to
Drop
National
us a
Mentoring
message
Day
or
with the
two.
theme Share Your
Just send a
Shine.
text to
We have two
090
remarkable individuals
001
joining us in the
005.
studio this
We'll
morning
come through.
to
Or
discuss the
leave a
vital
comment
topic
on our
of
Facebook
fostering
page. With Today in
success
19
through
minutes,
mentorship.
you'll be the
Share Your
sage.
Shine on
Today
National
in
Mentoring
19
Day.
minutes, the current
First,
affairs
this journey
show.
welcoming
Join us every
James
weekday
Cannon, who
from
also serves as the program's coordinator for Mentor Sierra Leone. With extensive experience in mentorship, he brings a wealth of knowledge to the discussion on how mentorship can truly make a difference in one's life. Good morning, and welcome to the program, James.
Good morning, and thank you for having
You're welcome. And also, alongside James, we have the privilege of having Ramatulai Bangura, the National Coordinator for Girls Aid Movement. Ramatulai herself has journeyed through the transformative power of mentorship and is a living testament to its effectiveness, having achieved great success as a result. Good morning and welcome to the program, Ramatulai.
Good morning, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Together, they will share their insights and experiences on the profound impact of mentorship, underlining the theme Share Your Shine for this National Mentoring Day. So stay tuned for an engaging and enlightening conversation on how mentorship can light the path to success. Well, these and more are lined up in today's edition of the program. Today, 90 minutes. Continue to stay with us for the next 1 hour, 20 minutes.
It's early in the morning, but we are feeling just fine. Today in 90 minutes, get us all in line.
We know we bring the latest news and analysis too. Just tune in to Hands of Hope Radio 100.5 FM. It's the thing to do.
We cover the issues from all across the land. Our team of experts provides views also grand. From politics to sports and everything in between. You won't miss a thing when you listen to us. It's clear and keen.
Today in 19 minutes, the current affairs
Radio 100.5 FM. We are broadcasting live from our studios at 28 Battery Street, Kingdom in Freetown. You can also get us live on our Facebook page and HandsofHope Radio, 100.5 FM the Umadem Radio, and also on our YouTube channel, HandsofHope Radio. You can contribute to the program by sending your text messages to the number 090001005 or 078 16 24 61. 078 16 24 61. Well, we're starting the program proper with our first story. In an exclusive interview, James Tambalebi, Director of Public Relations at the University of Sierra Leone, shed light on the university's contemplation of raising tuition fees. Citing the country's mounting inflation, Levy emphasized that the current fees are modest compared to the economic climate, positioning Sierra Leone as one of the most affordable options for higher education in the region. This development comes as part of the university's preparations for the upcoming college reopening. More insight from the interview reveals the institution's perspective on this matter and also preparedness for universities reopen. Let's hear more what he said.
There was a tripartite meeting where the public universities and the universities that are publicly funded, and then you have the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Higher and Technical Education, which is the line ministry, and other stakeholders, including but not limited to the Tertiary Education Commission. So they converged, held discussions, and it's basically about funding for public universities, doing an overview of an assessment of the challenges they face. So the proposal of the public university, but especially that of the University of Sierra Leone, is to charge realistic fees. In our judgment, the fees are not realistic. They are not realistic in the sense that over the past year, and especially in the last 6 months, we've seen the exchange rates, how it's been. According to statistics here, there's been an inflation in the economy. So when you put all that together and you against the backdrop of the overheads simply means the running cost of the university, taking into consideration payment of salary, stationery, furniture, communication, fuel, put all together. It's the everyday expenditure for the running the university. That's what they call the overhead. The overhead of the university has gone up dramatically, and the income of the university is shrinking considerably. So there's a mismatch between income and expenditure. And because we're a university, we have to run it along the lines of entrepreneurship. It's business. If it is not profit making, it should be sustainable. But the fees at the moment are not realistic. So we had a proposal put forward to the line ministry, which we are waiting for the green light. Basically, I cannot speak in terms of exactly what the increment will be, but we have to manage expectations. There will be an increment in fees.
Someone listening to you may want to say the present fee is even difficult for students to pay, and then now we're expecting an increment. Won't this be a disadvantage to some people who can't afford?
But also look at the other side of the argument. The university education is not free.
There are other charges. Do you plan on waiving out these other charges? Because we have departmental fee, we have other charges. If we are going to have an increment in fee, do you have in waiving out other charges? Because that was one of the things that society people brought up during the meeting.
So let me put it this way. There is a composite fee, and the composite fee is divided into two. There is tuition, and there are other charges. What you are referencing as departmental charges is not part of the departmental fee. That is part of the departmental arrangements. The fees that are going to the university are in two folds. One that is tuition, and like I said, we have the cheapest tuition fee in the whole world. The second are activity-based charges. So, for example, you pay for ICT, you pay for ID card.
When they increase your salary, they expect more work from you, they expect more quality. So now we are expecting increments in fees. So how has the university plan, or how do the university plan to improve infrastructures, to improve facilities in
So,
these different campuses?
so this is part of the argument why we want to increase fees and why we need additional funding. Now, monies that are accrued for fees, like I said, over half of students are on SLG, and the monies for those SLGs are not coming. We are owed billions of leons in terms of fees. And because those monies are not coming, the university is barely scraping, managing to meet its overheads expenditure. Therefore, money is not available to expand for development projects. The more money we have, the more money we'll be able to create facilities. And part of those facilities that are badly needed are classrooms. But we cannot expand infrastructurally when we don't have the money. And that supports the argument that we need to increase fees.
Let's look at accommodation. Give little for the on-campus, and also if you have off-campus accommodation options available for students, how affordable are these?
Yeah, interesting question. So what has happened over the couple of years is that from the college, which have a hostel, and on Comas also has a limited hostel facility. IPAM for now don't have that facility. From college has outsourced the running of its hostels to private agencies or to a private agency. So that is no longer in the hands of the administration. That said, we are aware that because of the increasing number of enrollments, hostel is also few and far between. So there is a shortage, an acute shortage. The number of people who want to live on the hostels far outstrip the available rooms. So that's a reality we can't shy away from it.
So in terms of transportation, have there been any improvements?
So transportation is another serious challenge in terms of commerce, because it is centrally located. Students relatively find it easier to go there. Commerce has a limited number of transportation. The challenge is not as acute as from the college. From the college is the problem. The last year, or the whole of last year, we only had one student union bus. The administration was working on procuring two buses. They have done one, and that will be unveiled when college reopened. And the process is underway to get a second bus. Uh, Even with that, there will still be challenges, but it will go a long way in reducing or ameliorating the sufferings. So that's the situation as I speak.
What will be your message?
Yes, the University of Sierra Leone, with its constituent colleges, from the college, IBAM, and Commerce, is promised, ready to welcome new students, freshmen and women, but also continuing students. So we open on Saturday, and business paper will commence on the following Monday. Our admonishment to students is, um, you want better services, please don't for the opportunity. We know students, it's not the norm, there was exceptions, but we still have students who they will give them their fees and they will convert that fee or divert it to some other things. Pay your fee so that you don't deprive the university of providing better qualities. Those who have the means and the connections to convince government to up their game in terms of resources, committing resources to the university, please do, because we want to be on the map. This year, we are recognized being 23rd out of 100 universities in sub-Saharan Africa, and we want to keep that momentum and continue improving on the quality of our services. But that takes money.
All right, ending that interview with me is James Tambalibi, Director of Public Relations at the University of Sierra Leone. And don't forget you're listening to the program today, 90 minutes, live on HandsofHope Radio 100.5 FM. You can send in your text messages to the number 090 or 078 16 24 61. 078 16 24 61, or drop your comments on our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel. And don't forget, like I informed you earlier on, that today's program is dedicated to National Mentoring Day with the theme Share Your Shine. And we want to welcome again in the studio James Kano, who serves as the programs coordinator for Mentor Sierra. Good morning, welcome to the program once again.
Thank you and good morning.
All right, and we want to welcome again Ramatolai Jibe Bangura, the national coordinator for Girls Aid Movement. Welcome again to the program, Ramatolai.
Thank you.
And so I'll start with James. So someone hearing about the Mentors Sierra Leone organization for the very first time, I want to really know what has been your role and responsibility. What is the rationale behind the establishment of this particular organization?
Okay, thank you, and it's a pleasure having me here. And so, you mentioned Sierra Leone was established in the year 2012, and we felt that there was a gap for mentoring holistically in Sierra Leone. So, we decided as young guys, by then we were young guys, we had few guys who were in university, and some of us had were in like year one, year two. And whilst we were transitioning from secondary school to university, we felt like there were no mentors around to guide us, to help us to choose a career path. That was how we started. And we felt like, this should not happen. We had mentors that we watched from afar. But personally, we didn't feel like we had people that will coach us because mentoring is also coaching and not only teaching. So we decided to form the organization Mentor Sierra Leone. And upon establishment, we also made it our responsibility that we'll also go to secondary schools and provide mentoring programs and package. And that was when we started working with schools. First, we started with career guidance seminars at a small scale, and then we moved to the extent that we had over 13 schools, and we had two days impactful seminar on choosing career path. So we focused on working with school pupils from GSS 1 to GSS 3 because that's the formative year. And we had one at the Government Technical Institute where we had over 200 school pupils from, I think, about 10 schools. And as time moved, we realized also we had issues at our universities. There was an increase in rating in my practice, exam malpractice. And we also felt like, okay, there's a need for mentoring. It's not like because you're in university, you don't need mentoring. And we established a working relationship with the government, with IAMTech, now UNIMTech, where we held an integrity seminar as well. Because we also felt that as part of mentoring, it is important that people have integrity for the nation to be at a young age, and they didn't have people that they look up to. And that's kind of the reason why we had some of those issues. So we had a seminar also with the Unimtech.
Okay.
And over the years, we've established working relationship with different schools in Sierra Leone, in Freetown in particular. We now have peer mentors club in 7 schools, including the Annie Watch, Methodist Gaza School, the Ambat Academy, and St. Helena in the East End, etc., etc. And as I speak to you from here, we'll be signing an MOU mentors club.
Hi, James. These mentoring activities, what are some of the impacts? How has it impact the your targeted group?
Okay, so the impact may not be immediate.
Okay.
That's the target. It's not like you plant a seed today and you expect it to germinate today and you expect it to produce fruit today. You understand? It's a long term process. So what we're looking at, we want to see a Sierra Leone where in the next 10, 20 years we have people that have integrity of the good of all of us. Yeah, so how we're building, how we're working with secondary school pupils, like I said, in different schools, and they have mentors. So we are serving as an organization, we are serving as a bridge between these mentees and their mentors. Yeah, so that's what we're providing for now. And it's germinating. It's germinating. Just the other day, we were at Anywatch and the kids were celebrating World Teachers Day. It was such a unique event, and the teachers were so pleased. It was kind of a surprise. And they were so pleased and they felt like, okay, there's something going on.
Really means to you.
Okay, so the word mentor, it's a multifaceted stuff here. It's like you're a coach, it's like you're a teacher. It's a lot of things, but it's also leading by example.
Okay.
So that's why, as an organization, we have as our motto bonus exemplum is a Latin axiom, which means good example.
Okay.
So as a mentor, you're expected to lead by example in every facet of your life. Yeah, so basically that's the
Earlier on, you made mention of, okay, we had mentors that we watch from afar. This has been an argument. Someone may want to say it's not possible for you to have a mentor from afar. Someone names, for example, someone living in Nigeria. That person does not know you. You're just watching what he or she is doing from afar. So is that really? Can you make someone your mentor who doesn't even know you? Who doesn't even know you're existing?
of course it's possible. It's quite possible. So like I said, mentoring is also it's like coaching. You have to have a face to face, an interface with your mentor, mentee and mentor. There should be a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, but now we live in a world where we normally say it's a global village. And for you to have a mentor from afar, like me when I was growing up, I didn't have anyone close to me that I would look up to as a mentor. I had my mom, but she was not like you know the person that I wanted to be. You know, she was perfect in her own way, but she was not the person I wanted to be. So I had to look at people from afar and walk in their footsteps. Educationally, the way they live their personal life. You know, that's the type of mentor you get from afar. You, for instance, I can be here and then have modesty. For instance, yeah, I want to follow in that path. We don't have to have a conversation. But I just look at you and I feel like you're doing well where you are. Educationally, I want to be like you. I follow your footsteps, what you do, yeah, closely. So those are the two type of relationship. But the one that is very important and that is lacking in Sierra Leone and that we want to tighten is the mentor and mentee relationship where you coach me, you guide me through the steps that I should take to become a better person. Yeah.
Alright. So what should be the qualities of a mentor? Because we see, okay, let me just don't go into that. But what should really be some of the qualities of a mentor?
Okay, so basically for someone to be called a mentor,
Mm.
there are benchmarks. You have to lead by example. Well, I would not say okay, you have to be modest. For some people, modesty is important. You know, you have to carry yourself well. The way you speak, the way you dress, the way all those things are kind of the package in terms of mentoring. So there are so many things people look forward to. There are so many things, and for me, I have my own ways and the way I see and look at things and follow. Others do have what they do, or others do have what they look for. So there are just those good qualities that we think society will not frown at. That's kind of what I would say. There are those good qualities that you cannot follow someone who's a thief. You know, come on. You are a menace to society. You know,
But we do see people like I want this. Okay, for example, they will be looking at Nigeria movie, and then someone will be taking an odd character, and they'll be like, okay, I want to be like this person. I want to know how to steal. I want to know how to walk like this person. We see that happen.
you see a name. So he was asked, he was in class, and he was asked, what he wanted to be in future. And he said he wanted to be a thief. Yeah. So you are right. And also just the other day I was listening to a song And one of the words said, kids want to act like what they see in the cinema or what they see on the TV. So we have a lot of explicit content now in the media, but that's where mentoring comes in. You have to guide someone. You have to filter the good from the bad. So it's important that in everyone's life we have someone that we look up to as a mentor, that we have a personal relationship with. So that's where we come in as an organization. We work with these schools, we work with these kids. In the schools we have 20 members that are part of the peer mentors club. And they in turn what they discuss day-to-day realities in society. And they disseminate those information to their colleagues during school, whether during lunch or devotion in the morning. They transmit those information to their colleagues. And that's how we want to affect these lives. So in the next 3, 4, 5 years, they go with the mindset that no, this is not a good thing to follow. This is not what I should be doing. Things like that. That's where we come in as an organization. It's a long term something. The result is not going to be right and here, like I said earlier. It's a long term something, but we believe that we'll get there.
All right. James, continue to stay with us in the studio. Well, don't forget you can be part of the program by saying 078 16 24 61. Well, quickly come over to Lamatulai Chipila Bangura. Welcome again to the program.
Thank you.
All right. So you have been through mentoring and you now work as the National Coordinator for Girls Aid Movement. So share with us, how has your experience been like? How has mentoring really influenced your journey?
Okay, thank you for having me.
Okay.
Well, I think mentoring is a lifesaver to me because looking at the community where I'm coming, there are a lot of girls that goes to school but does not love education. That's for sure. They go to school but you don't see the perseverance in them. So coming from there, there was this woman director. No, at first I did not have any idea about advocacy. She was the one that introduced advocacy to me.
Okay.
So I was attending Amadia by then. At night, she came and told me that, what's your name? I said, my name is Like, blah, blah, blah. We discussed and she told me and explained about the organization and explained also about advocacy. So I grew love for the advocacy immediately because looking at the instances she brought to me and the impact it has already impacted in me. I know mentorship is one of the best things that ever happened to me. Mentorship has helped me really because without mentorship, I would not have been here. That's for sure. Because she was the one that coached me. Because at first I did not have any idea about mentoring, advocacy, no. At first, even for me to even stand in front of public, I'm scared. I used to nag a lot, even though sometimes I get it, but I'm getting used to it little by little. So I do not speak for myself. My media speak for me.
Wow. Right. So, what are some of these qualities that you saw in your mentor? What are some of these for someone listening to you? Maybe you may want to choose a mentor. What are some of the key qualities that you saw in your mentor that someone should look for in a person for him or her to say, okay, I want this person to be my mentor?
Oh, I just want to say is that there are some specific qualities in a mentor, like the way she dress, the places she goes, and the people she talks to, the environment, the way how she mingle with people, the manner of talk. So on that day, the way how the lady attacked me, I know for sure she's not there for anything that is bad. She's only there just to create an impact in my life. So after the discussion, I went to her profile on Facebook, Instagram. I followed her and read that lady has done a lot. So thinking about everything the people did are there addressing people, and I said to myself, if this lady can do it, so can I. So why wouldn't I just patch things with her, roll with her, foot by foot, because she's the one that actually coached me. All thanks to her afterward, she's the one that made me who I am today. Coming here is all because of her.
Yeah. So, as someone who has benefited from mentoring, how do you envision? Because the theme says share your shine. How do you plan to give back to your community through mentorship?
All because of her again, because just after, like I said, she started with me from nothing till I am something today. So she explained that if you want to do this, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this. I said I want to open my own, an organization which is called the Girls Guide.
Uh,
Yeah, I have up to 15 to 20 girls there where we have to discuss in my own area where I found myself where education is not a privilege to them. So I have up to 15 to 20 girls there where we have to stay on weekends, weekly basis. We discuss things that are affecting them as a girl child. And just together, just like I said, it's the girls guide. What you said in there will never be heard outside because all of us are all girls to discuss and find a possible solution to that problem that is affecting the culture.
all right. Making mention of that, it's really, really interesting, and I want to commend you. So, how has this engagement with these girls within the Girls Guide helped in improving, impacting their lives, especially the one that you're saying when it comes to education, it's not a thing in that particular area. So, how has it helped? What are some of the transformation that you can boldly talk about?
At first, when they say class is after school, because where I find myself, there's a syndicate there. So when they say after school, I have a school and a syndicate around my area. So the kids that went to school there after school, you know how they call escape immediately after school.
Kekwe.
Yes, thank you very much, Ekoi. So after the school, and I've been thinking, I said, something is not right here. Because when I sit down, I see everybody passing, greet me, hello, mother, hi, say, how are you? Fine, everybody passing. So on one specific day, I explained to them, I told them that, why are you guys not coming? They said, we tire. I said, tire, I book business, we tire. I said, so why you no go? At least just tell yourself my mind. Just give yourself the mind, give yourself thoughts that I want to be educated. I said just go on social media, search about educating people. You see their struggles, but yeah, they are who they are today. I said, so why can't you just be like them? Even if you don't be like them. I said, but just imagine yourself like them. So by now some are coming in. So then,
All right, like continue to stay with us in the studio. Don't forget you're listening to the program today in 90 minutes live on Hands of Hope Radio, 100.5 FM in Freetown. And you can also get us live on our Facebook page, Hands of Hope Radio, 100.5 FM, the Omadem Radio, and also on our YouTube channel, Hands of Hope Radio. We'll continue the program. And Mental Health Coalition